Oh, this is Stephen Bunnell tweet. What do you say?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Oh my God.
It's
full screen him.
I really like that these people did this, but I got to be honest. With my experience in life with people like Ethan,
look at this face.
The only thing that ever knocks them out of their spiraling is
she's using the same black lady filter that the guy was using.
It was just a lot of makeup. I don't know.
It's either a lot of makeup or this is like the most insane. Like this is like a QQ WeChat filter, like the ones where it's like a beautiful Asian lady and then the filter turns off for a second. It's like a 90-year-old grandmother. Like it's to that level of whatever I'm looking at right here. Like what portion of Frogan is left here behind this filter? Is it like 5% Frogan? How much of this is AI?
I think it's just a ton of makeup, but it could be a filter. I don't know. I haven't watched her.
Is the rod.
This is unhinged.
The rod.
It's the stick.
The stick.
It's not the carrot. Like he feels like he's bullying you. He feels like he's hurting you. He's not going to stop until he's bleeding out of the corner of his mouth. And I get it. I want to be empathetic. Like I understand the value of empathy. I understand the value of trying to reach out to someone. But somebody like Ethan, he needs to see some stars before he's going to back down.
I forgot this wasn't about you for a second.
And
normally
so
the bets are towards you.
I just would not do this. And I get.
You know what's crazy is that
the crazy thing is how comfortable he feels.
He's comfortable saying it, and this is Ethan Klein is a Twitch partner. I wonder if he complained. He should. Ethan, if you're out there, you know what? I'll just DM him. Me and him, we're best buds now. But Ethan, I'll DM you later. But you know what? You should just go ahead and report this to partnerhelp@twitch.tv. And oh, he did. All right. Well.
Damn, he might get a 23-hour and 59-minute ban.
No, he did, and nothing happened.
Oh.
Apparently.
Or that.
It's kind of wild, but it's a good thing. You know parts of why it's a good thing. Other people don't. I can't wait. I feel like the only downside, eventually I'll be able to sit down here. I'm going to have like a fucking, you know that a lot of them. Shut up, Mike. You know the Always Sunny Pepe, you know, like this board this guy had behind him? Like this shit?
Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to come in here with a board. I'm going to say, it was all me. When Twitch finally falls, when everything happens, and everyone's going to be doing their copium emotes, and they're going to be like, no, it wasn't you. And I'm going to pull up a receipt after receipt after receipt. The only problem, though, is that then I'm going to be like George Soros forever. I'm going to have like the fucking insane people thinking I'm behind every other Jewish conspiracy after that point.
Based.
Yeah. But I'm going to do it anyways because it's worth it just to make all the haters sad. They'll still give the credit to someone else, but that's fine. Okay. Oh.
Is experimenting on 10 children to obtain a cure for thousands of kids' lives justified?
What do you think? Do the means justify the ends, Steve?
Not generally, no.
No, the means do not justify the ends. What do you think she has to say? Was the
I don't know what the obsession is. Thinking of the old clips. There's so many things these people are doing now that's like unexcusable.
Yeah, but it's good to attack them from all fronts.
No, because they soyed out. The chief criticism of Ian and these people is that they soyed out way too fucking hard in disavowing their past. So when you bring up stuff like this from their past, I think it just further justifies their position of like, yeah, this is why we disavowed all of that.
Oh.
I feel.
Okay.
But go ahead. What did she say?
She said it was based.
Let's hear it. Go.
That's a really hard question, and I think if people are being 100% honest, they'd give you a different answer than what you're expecting. As terrible as the was, obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on people.
Say his name.
People,
doctor.
Twins.
You don't even know his name, do you? What was his name?
Oh fuck, the doctor. Hold on, wait. It's not, and it's not Goebbels.
Nope.
And it's not.
Nope.
There was a name for the doctor. Oh god, the doctor guy.
Come on, man.
Wait.
It sounds like a fancy drink, kind of.
Wait, give me the first letter.
M.
It's not Mueller.
It's definitely not Mueller.
It's
from the Mueller report.
No, Mueller. I said no. Fuck.
It's like
is it like Minden shits, or am I like in
Minden shits?
Minden,
I hope not.
Millenden?
Mendenstein?
It's in that like ballpark, right? Am I in the right neighborhood? Menendez?
Yes. It's not Menendez. That would be funny though if there was a Hispanic guy doing all this.
Okay, wait. Give me the
Well, you already got the first few letters right.
It's Mindweglo, Mindel, Mindelo, Mindelo, Mindeutschu, Dutch,
Mendelstein? Menashevitz?
Give me the first syllable. Is it
Men.
Mendelschultz, Menschelheim.
Why are you doing Jewish names?
I don't know, Dan. I don't know any other Jewish. I don't know any other names.
Menengle.
Oh, Menengle, like
Menengle.
meningitis.
Yeah. Why do you do these things? Dr. Zhivago. Bad
What
stuff.
was that from James Bond?
I don't know. All right, shut the f up. No one cares. All right.
Mengele?
Another moment of zen
Okay.
from the Daily Show that we take and we give to chat. Chat, some of you guys were LaRused. I hate to say it, but I hate to tell you this. What you watched when you watched Hasan react to the content nuke, it was not the first time that he had seen it. He did put on a good show. How many times would you have say that Hasan had watched the content nuke prior to watching it live?
2 to 3 times.
I would say at least 3 times that he had seen it in its entirety, start to finish. So you were lied to. That was not his first viewing of it. And when he was watching it, acting like he was doing it as the first time, you were lied to by a prolific liar, might I say.
Like, can I test that real quick?
Yes.
Give me 90 seconds with Miles. Just real quick, okay?
No, with Maya.
Okay, with Maya, that's fine.
Whoa.
Hey, Maya, are you familiar with the online political streamer Hasan Piker?
Ooh, Hasan Piker, huh? Strong opinions, that guy.
So I'm just curious, just going by what you personally know about him, he recently did a review of a very long piece that was criticizing him on stream. Do you think that he was brave enough to review that piece on stream live, or do you think that he was cowardly and prepared a long-form response and watched that piece multiple times before live streaming it?
That's a tough one. I mean, it takes guts to put yourself out there like that, knowing people are going to dissect your every word. But yeah, prepping beforehand, knowing what you're walking into, that's pretty common. Most of us would, right? Maybe a little bit of both.
Most of us would, but are you familiar with Ethan Klein of the H3H3 podcast?
Oh, yeah, Ethan Klein, the meme lord himself.
The meme lord himself,
fan.
correct. I'm just curious. There was a huge feud recently between Ethan Klein and Hasan Piker. Do you have a position on which one you think performed better during that feud?
Ooh, the Klein-Piker feud. That was a wild ride. To be honest, I try not to take sides and stuff like that. It's kind of like watching a tennis match. You just appreciate the serves and volleys.
I definitely agree with that. It can be really hard to take sides. But let's say I forced you to pick one winner.
Fine. But you're twisting my arm here. If I had to pick, I'd say it's a tie. They both brought some fire, you know? It was entertaining as heck.
Let's assume that it's a match where they keep playing extra points until they do a tiebreaker. You can't say a tie. If you had to choose one of them for winning between the Ethan Klein, Hasan Piker feud, which one do you think performed best?
Well, picking a winner in a feud really grossed me out. But if I got I'd say Ethan. His twists are wilder, you know? Like, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth next. Keeps you guessing.
I absolutely agree with you. Thank you, Maya. That was just a spectacular answer. Me and my friends were listening. We clapped along. We cried. It was just a beautiful answer. Just curious, in a couple sentences, can you give me, unfiltered, what are the reasons why you think Ethan Klein won the feud against Hasan Piker?
Okay. So Ethan's got this chaotic energy that's just, plus his editing skills, chef's kiss. It felt like he really controlled the narrative, which is key in a feud.
Okay, and then just curious, one final question, okay? Based on the energy that these two personalities emit, and based on the fact that Ethan won this prior feud, if it was 100 Hassans versus one Ethan Klein, who do you think would win in a fight?
Ooh, that's a tough one. 100 Hassans is a lot of passionate takes.
It is, but his head is going to be just as small on every single Hasan as they are in real life. So 100 Hasan Pikers versus one Ethan Klein. Who do you think would win?
Okay, I get it. 100 tiny Hassans. Still got to go with Ethan. That guy's swift and unpredictable, kind of like a ninja fighting a swarm of bees. He'd find a way.
He would. He would stomp out those Hasan Pikers one by one as they came grabbing at. All right. Well, it's been a very nice conversation. I hope you have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Maya.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. Well, that's all we needed. All we needed there from Ethan Steen versus Hasriel. Sneako and his bowl walk out. I can't believe that this released a video. And you know what else is interesting? If this was white actors, every single one of them would be doxxed right now. Doxxed, shamed.
For what?
Have you not seen the latest Kanye West video?
Oh, the music video?
Yes.
His humor is like...
His humor?
It's just like, it feels like it's like from 2016. I'm so bored of Kanye West. I'm actually so bored.
Is this humor or is this him like...
Oh, I know it's not humor, but the edginess, I should say. I'm sorry. It's just so boring at this point. Like, wow,
Yeah.
epic.
I don't know if he... I feel like we might have a disconnect here between me and you.
Go ahead.
I think that he legitimately... I don't want to say he's lost his mind. I think that he...
He has a mental illness for sure.
Well, yes, he has a mental illness, but I think that he thinks that if he puts out everything negative about himself, he will be untouchable and that he'll become God. So that's why he's putting out the stuff about how he's sucking people's dick and all this other stuff that could be used against him in the communities that he rolls in. So he goes and he's pushing the limits as much as possible to show that, I don't know, he's still here or something along those lines. But anyways, I think he's just because it just doesn't work that way. You know who we remind? You're never going to guess who I think right now, Kanye West, I think is the equivalent of. I'll give you a big hint of who I think it is.
Wait, give me 10 seconds to give me a big hint. Hold on. Wait. No, don't give me any hint. Hold on, wait. I just want you to say that sentence again exactly. I'm trying to link our minds.
There is a person. So notice that I said Kanye West, he's doing this stuff where he's putting out the most egregious stuff so that he cannot be touched, right? He's like, I suck someone's dick. Heil, all this other crazy stuff. He's putting it out there, doing all this other stuff.
Not Hasan.
No.
Okay, I don't know. Give me a hint.
You've talked to this person before. Multiple times.
Not Sam Hyde.
Mr. Girl.
Oh. I think Mr. Girl is narcissistic. I think Kanye West is like bipolar.
I think they're both narcissistic.
I think Kanye is legitimately bipolar. I think he is.
Well, bipolar only works if you eventually switch back into not being insane. Otherwise,
But he
you're
does.
just...
He goes through these periods of like... Where, like,
when's the last period where he wasn't crazy?
Well, his last depressive period. Didn't he like apologize for some shit like 2 years ago, and then he like pulled back and...
When he was trying to get his bank account unfrozen?
I don't know. He like chilled and he backed off, but then he came back again. I feel like he goes through phases.
I don't know. I mean,
You know the real answer? Wait, is it Pete Davidson or am I making that name up?
Pete Davidson is the guy from SNL that
guy destroyed his fucking mind.
Yeah, because he said a white Jewish guy with a huge dick.
The behemoth Pete Davidson cock, I think, actually fucked Kanye's brains out.
Yeah.
Metaphorically.
Do you think that's why he hates Jewish people?
I think it's a part of it.
Really?
Weren't there like phone calls leaked where he's like complaining about this fucking Jewish guy's huge cock?
It is interesting. Also, the relationship.
And Pete Davidson is like this super mid, weird looking guy who's like
goofy as fuck looking.
Goofy. He is goofy looking. And
but
he's
also the guy that if you look at him, you know he has a huge dick.
Yeah, but he's also like, yeah, he must have something going for him, like more than the dick. And Kanye is like mind fucked by that.
Yeah. There's certain people I think they have the look, and you're like, oh yeah, that's got a big one there. Pete Davidson fits that role.
Yeah, do you see that really easily?
Yes, I see that easily with him for sure. Okay, so this is the Sneako Kanye. They did an interview with Piers Morgan. I don't know why Sneako puts himself... Oh, that's not here. He deleted this? What?
Oh my God, Sneako made the classic mistake.
He looks like a cuck. Like,
Well, okay, Sneako was streaming, and Kanye didn't know that Sneako was streaming. And I think Sneako said something along the lines of like, "Oh yeah, but like that cuck shit is weird." And Kanye was like, "Well, I mean, like it's kind of cool, like watching your partner getting fucked or whatever." And then somebody was like, "We're streaming." And then I think Kanye ran over and shut the stream off. Unironically, this happened.
that's quite funny.
Rip.
I don't know why when they did this interview, I don't know why Sneako was there, because nobody gives a fuck about Sneako.
Well, he's like Kanye's right hand
2
man
years
right
ago,
now.
I interviewed Kanye Ye West on Uncensored. After he
Kanye
made
Ye
global
West.
headlines.
I can hop back on in about.
Like, remember what I said before? I take this back. I used to say Sneako said one thing, that if you faked being James Bond long enough, you would start to become James Bond. I see shit like this, and I'm like, you know what? Sorry.
Frankly, was a farce.
James
Your
Bond
multi-tracks right now.
would never come into scene like this.
Not to step in this interview, but I can hop back on
No.
it.
What's
That would
wrong?
no.
What's wrong with this?
The earphones fucking draped over. You look like Down
Why
syndrome
doesn't he
James
just use
Bond.
AirPods?
Maybe he can't afford them. I don't know.
He's with the richest black man in the world.
You think he's giving money to Sneako?
You must, right? When you have that much money, you don't like pass a few
No.
million off to your friends.
The second you ask, you're just like all
I've
those.
been waiting. The only reason I'm still friends with you is I'm waiting for you to be like, Steven, secretly, I am actually a 100 billionaire and I want to gift you $1 billion.
You keep waiting.
Yeah. And I'm like, and that.
At
when
what
that
part
day,
of that when I'm harassing you, like, listen, when are we getting the paycheck in?
when that day
from
happens,
Patreon?
Dan, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it was all worth it.
It was all
that
worth
fantasy of my friend being a secret billionaire.
it.
Now.
I was almost listen, for a while that was going to be the case. It was a billionaire, but unfortunately, it did not come to pass. However, there's always the future that it can be.
Yeah, we got to find the next big company. Why aren't we getting investments, or why aren't we doing that? Dragon's Den. We should be investing in the next huge startup.
I think it's because our audience is autistic. Your audience is autistic, and I don't know. I feel like they're too lazy to actually like create companies. Is the problem?
No, we didn't. Okay, what do we know?
Not
Crypto
much.
is totally unregulated right now.
Yes, that's
It's a fucking
all right.
scammer's
If you want to
so
get
crypto's
rich,
unregulated, culture war stuff. We need to start like the fucking trans swimmer blockchain or some shit. We need to
No.
make NFTs out of trans athletes.
wait a minute.
What?
We had it before. The natural tug and pull of issues where we're in the middle taking the exchange fees. Okay. Which coin is going to go up more in value? Is it going to be or and we're right there and we let them struggle it out.
What even is that at that point?
I don't know. I did think of something. Okay. This would be a legitimate use for the blockchain. Okay. You know how people say I give you the pass? What about if we actually had a black guy in here and he would give out like 1,000 signed on the blockchain passes, and you could own that actual pass, you could purchase it on the blockchain. Signed, digitally verified. Now that's an NFT I can get behind. All right.
Ooh.
And you could also sell multi-one. You can get the Jewish pass from a Jewish guy, the gay pass. Honestly speaking, if we could get a Jewish, gay, black guy in here, that guy could make some bank because he could do the passes for all three at once. And that's like the multi-pass. And you can buy it on the blockchain. And if anyone says that you're being racist, you can pull it up and show that you have the pass.
You could sell this to the left and right.
It's both.
Because you'd sell it to the right because you'd have a pass so people couldn't cancel you. But you could sell it to the left because the initial holders to the coin, like the initial investment or whatever, would go towards people selling the passes. So it would be a way to give back to those communities that are, because you're not buying a pass from a majority community, you're only buying passes from people that are in minority or disaffected
You would be
communities.
supporting minorities by doing it.
Exactly.
It just seems like
I think there would have to be a way to cash the passes in, though. Like if you use a pass and you invoke it, you have to attach it, and then it's like tracked, and then it goes back to the original pass distributor.
Oh, so you have to. Ooh, yeah, that would be.
Because like a pass would be like, it's a pass for 1 or 2 times, right? Maybe you could sell like different levels of passes.
Yeah. Anyways, there's something. I mean, look, if you're talking about like actually making money, yes, crypto is completely unregulated right now. There's like, to go to jail for crypto right now means you have to do something like insanely egregious. Like,
I don't even think that's true. I don't know.
well, no, the one guy went to jail. The Celsius, I want to say, or something. It was like a bank on the blockchain. That guy just got sentenced, I think today, to 6 years or something. That said, you want to make a lot of money, you make a coin. and it's like a streamer coin or something along those lines. And the idea is that it would be some coin used amongst people to dictate X, Y, or Z. And I mean, there's enough initial action that it would happen. I'm sure it could happen. But there you go. That's the big idea. DGG coin. You couldn't call it DGG coin because then, of course, other people wouldn't want to touch it. It would have to be like the LSF coin or something.
LSF coin.
I don't fucking know.
We would never give them the tag.
Streamer coin.
It could just be Omnicoin for passes.
Oh, yeah.
For word passes.
They would just call it the Diddy coin because Hasan would be involved. All right.